Right now, Toronto is minus 19 degrees. Wind gusts are hitting 80 kilometers per hour. Visibility in some parts of the Greater Toronto Area has dropped to absolute zero. And here is the part that should stop you in your tracks. This is not the worst of it. The worst hits tomorrow night. If you live anywhere in Ontario, Quebec, or the Atlantic provinces, the next 60 seconds of this forecast could be the most important thing you hear all weekend. And if you are in Alberta right now, you will not believe what is happening in your province while the rest of the country freezes. I will get to that twist in just a moment. But first, drop a comment right now telling me which city you are watching from. I will make sure your area gets covered. And stay with me until the 3-minute mark, because that is where I reveal the one city in Canada that is experiencing a 33-degree temperature difference compared to Toronto tonight. 33 degrees, same country, same night. That is not a typo. Let us start where the storm is hitting hardest right now and work our way across the entire country, coast to coast to coast. Every major city, exact timing, exact temperatures, exactly what you need to do tonight. Toronto, ground zero. Environment Canada has issued a special weather statement for the city of Toronto and surrounding areas. Here is what is happening right now. A low-pressure system pushed through today, dropping fresh snow across the city, but the snow was just the opening act. Right behind it, a sharp cold front is barreling in, carrying dangerously cold Arctic air straight from the north. Northwest winds are gusting up to 80 kilometers per hour this evening. That fresh snow on the ground is getting whipped into horizontal walls of white. This is what meteorologists call ground blizzard conditions. Snow already on the ground gets picked up by the wind and creates whiteout. You cannot see the car in front of you. You cannot see the road. The 401, the Don Valley Parkway, the Gardiner Expressway, the Queen Elizabeth Way, all of them are extremely hazardous right now. Tonight, the temperature craters to minus 19. With those brutal wind gusts, the wind chill pushes the feels-like temperature down to minus 25 to minus 30. Frostbite can develop on exposed skin in under 15 minutes at those levels. But here is what you need to know about timing. The wind and blowing snow peak tonight, Friday evening through the early hours of Saturday morning. That is the danger window. Saturday daytime, the wind eases slightly, but the temperature only climbs to minus 13 or minus 14. Then Saturday night, the bottom drops out again. Overnight lows hit minus 20. This will be the coldest weekend of the entire winter for the Greater Toronto Area. Do not let your guard down until Sunday afternoon at the earliest. If you are in Toronto right now, stay off the roads, period. Crank up the thermostat, keep your phone charged, check on elderly neighbors, bring pets inside. This is a night for staying in and waiting it out. Now, do not skip ahead, because the city I am about to cover next is facing something even colder than Toronto tonight: Ottawa, the national capital, and it is brutal. At 4 this morning, the temperature at Ottawa Macdonald Cartier International Airport was already minus 15 with a wind chill of minus 21. Today, S-high only reached minus 5, and snow started falling around midday. Tonight, temperatures plummet to minus 17 with periods of snow continuing through the night. Total accumulation between Friday and Saturday morning, 5 to 10 centimeters. But here is the kicker, and this is what Ottawa residents absolutely need to hear. It is not tonight that scares me the most. It is tomorrow night. Saturday night, temperatures nosedive to minus 23 to minus 25. Wind chill values could reach minus 34. At minus 34 wind chill, frostbite develops on exposed skin in as little as 10 minutes. The Rideau Canal Skateway, the longest naturally frozen skating rink in the world, will be deserted. Even the toughest skaters know when to call it. Ottawa, your danger window starts tonight and does not let up until Sunday. Keep heating systems running. Keep a tap dripping to prevent pipes from freezing. Minimize time outdoors without full winter gear. Moving into Quebec, Montreal. Light snow is beginning to fall right now, and it will intensify through the overnight hours. The low tonight drops to minus 12. Wind chill makes it feel like minus 15 to minus 18. Snow continues through Saturday, which means a messy morning commute tomorrow. If you need to get anywhere tonight, use the metro. Montreal, as famous underground city, that 33-kilometer network of tunnels connecting metro stations and shopping centers, really earns its keep on a night like this. Surface streets are only going to get worse as the snow piles up. The timing for Montreal. Snow intensifies tonight through Saturday morning. Peak snowfall overnight. Expect disrupted travel into Saturday afternoon. Quebec City. This is where the cold gets truly punishing. By early evening, temperatures had already dropped to -22 under mostly clear skies. Wind chill pushes the feels like temperature to -25 overnight. That is the kind of cold where every exposed inch of skin stings within minutes. Your breath crystallizes in the air before it leaves your lips. One small silver lining: the skies are mostly clear tonight, so the stars above the Chateau Frontenac will be stunning if you are brave enough to look up. But tomorrow night brings snow and temperatures staying well below -10. Quebec City, make sure your heating system is running properly, keep that tap dripping, and do not go outside without full winter gear. A hoodie and optimism will not cut it at -22. Now, the Atlantic provinces, do not go anywhere because Halifax is about to get slammed. Halifax, Nova Scotia. Today was relatively calm, mainly sunny skies, a high of -4. But as the sun set tonight, the story changed fast. Temperatures are sliding to -7. Northeast winds picking up to 20 kilometers per hour, gusting to 37. Wind chill will make it feel like -14 to -16. But that is not the headline. Here is the headline. For the lakeside area and greater Halifax region, Environment Canada is warning that snow will intensify through the evening. Total accumulations could reach 10 to 15 centimeters. North winds will howl at 40 kilometers per hour, gusting to 60 and up to 80 along exposed coastal sections. That is strong enough to cause significant blowing snow and near zero visibility in open areas. This is shaping up to be a significant winter storm. Timing for Halifax. Snow intensifies Friday evening, peak storm conditions overnight into early Saturday morning. Winds ease by Saturday afternoon. Temperatures actually bump up slightly toward -4 by Saturday morning as the storm pulls in warmer maritime air. If you do not need to be on the roads, stay home. If you must drive, take the 100 series highways with extreme caution. Keep your phone charged, your tank full, and an emergency kit in the car. Over on the Rock, St. John S., Newfoundland. Thick cloud cover with light snow falling since early evening. Temperature drops to -5 overnight. 60% chance of continued flurries. 2 to 4 centimeters of accumulation. Wind chill around -8. A standard February night on the Rock, but watch your step. There is fresh snow sitting on top of ice that has been there since January, and it is treacherous. Now remember, I promised you something unbelievable at the 3-minute mark. Here it is. While Toronto sits at -19 with 80 km/h winds and whiteout conditions, Calgary, Alberta hit +14 degrees today, 14 above zero, in the first week of February. That is a 33-degree temperature difference between two Canadian cities on the same night, same country, same date. Welcome to the most dramatic weather contrast in the world. This is the legendary Chinook wind. Warm Pacific air flows over the Rocky Mountains, compresses as it descends, and heats up dramatically. Tonight in Calgary, temperatures only dip to +5. No snow, no wind, no drama, just a mild, pleasant evening. Saturday looks equally beautiful with a high of 13 and sunshine. Calgarians are walking around in light jackets, while Torontonians cannot see their own driveways. But Calgary, do not get too comfortable. Sunday brings more cloud. By Monday, reality sets in again. The Chinook is borrowed time. Enjoy every minute of it. About 300 kilometers north, Edmonton is also riding the warm wave. Today, S high reached 7 degrees. Tonight, S low around -4 with clear, calm conditions. After weeks of average temperatures between -14 and -20, Edmontonians are practically giddy. The River Valley trails were packed today with people soaking it in. Now here is something most people do not realize. The same warm air mass pushed into Saskatchewan. Regina hit +5 degrees today, in February. In Saskatchewan, that almost never happens. Saskatoon reached 4 degrees. The average February temperature there normally sits between -7 and -15. Tonight, Regina drops to -6 and Saskatoon to -4. Enjoy it while it lasts, Saskatchewan. By early next week, the cold returns with a vengeance, heading to Manitoba, Winnipeg, Winterpeg, living up to its name tonight. At 2 this morning, the temperature was -8 with north winds at 35 kilometers per hour, producing a wind chill of -18. Tonight, after scattered flurries and mixed precipitation, the mercury drops to -18. Saturday brings sunshine, but the high only reaches -16. Overnight low -20. At these temperatures, your breath practically turns to ice crystals before it reaches the ground. Winnipeg, you know the drill. Block heaters plugged in, emergency kit in the car, layer up like you are preparing for an Arctic expedition just to walk to the corner store. Now the West Coast. A completely different world. Vancouver, no snow, no sub-zero temperatures, no Arctic blasts. Vancouver's problem tonight is fog. Environment Canada has issued a fog advisory for Metro Vancouver covering central Vancouver, Richmond Delta, the southern Gulf Islands, and eastern Vancouver Island near Port Alberni. Dense fog rolled in Thursday evening and is not lifting until late Friday morning. Visibility is near zero in many areas. Today, high reached 11 to 12 degrees. Tonight, low drops to only +8. There is a 40% chance of showers. For anyone driving in Metro Vancouver tonight, especially across the Lions Gate Bridge, the Alex Fraser Bridge, or along Highway 99 through Richmond, use extreme caution. Fog lights on, speed down, huge following distance. Saturday brings proper rain with winds picking up and temperatures holding around 10. And yes, for everyone in the rest of Canada currently freezing, Vancouverites are walking around in rain jackets at +8 complaining about the fog. That is just how it works on the wet coast. Finally, the far north, Whitehorse, Yukon. Tonight drops to around -5 with a 40% chance of light snow. By Whitehorse standards, where the average February overnight low is closer to -20, this is actually remarkably mild. If the clouds break tonight, there is a decent chance of catching the northern lights across the Yukon sky. Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, an entirely different level of cold. This afternoon, the temperature at Yellowknife Airport was -24.3 with a wind chill of -31. Tonight, expect -23 under cloudy skies. Tomorrow, light snow with a high of only -18 and an overnight low of -23. At these temperatures, exposed skin can develop frostbite in under 10 minutes. Cars need to be plugged in at all times. Most Yellowknifers let their vehicles warm up for 15 to 20 minutes before even thinking about driving. This is the far north. Winter runs from October through April. -24 barely raises an eyebrow up here. Let me bring it all together. Here is your quick reference. East of the country, Ontario, Quebec, Atlantic provinces, blizzard conditions and extreme cold. Peak danger tonight through Saturday night. Toronto -19 dropping to -20 Saturday night. Ottawa -17 dropping to -25 Saturday night. Montreal -12 with heavy snow overnight. Quebec City -22. Halifax 10 to 15 centimeters of snow with 60 to 80 km/h wind gusts. St. John's light snow -5 Prairies, an extraordinary Chinook event. Calgary +14 today, +5 tonight. Edmonton +7 today, -4 tonight. Regina +5, Saskatoon +4. Winnipeg the exception at -18 tonight, West Coast. Vancouver +8 with dense fog advisory. Drive carefully, far north. Yellowknife -24, Whitehorse a mild -5, your action checklist. Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic provinces. Stay off the roads, have backup heating ready, bring pets inside, check on elderly neighbors. Alberta and Saskatchewan, enjoy the Chinook, but remember, winter always comes back. Vancouver, fog lights on, speed down. Yellowknife and Whitehorse, you already know the drill. The rest of Canada respects you for it. Now, one more thing before I move on. Power outages. With 80 km/h wind gusts across southern Ontario and the Maritimes, there is a real chance trees come down and take power lines with them. If you lose power tonight at -19, your house starts losing heat fast. Have flashlights ready. Have blankets stacked. If you have a fireplace or a generator, make sure they are ready to go. Never run a generator indoors. Carbon monoxide kills silently and quickly. This is not something to take lightly. For anyone with elderly family members living alone tonight, pick up the phone right now. A quick call could make all the difference. Make sure they have heat, make sure they have food, and make sure they know not to go outside in these conditions. Drop a comment with your city right now and I will tell you exactly what to expect hour by hour. Share this with someone you care about in one of these cities because they need to hear this tonight. And here is what is coming next. That Chinook in Alberta is about to collapse. When it does, temperatures in Calgary could drop 30 degrees in under 24 hours. One of the most dramatic temperature crashes we have seen in years is building right now. I will have the full breakdown in the next video. Make sure you do not miss it. Stay safe, stay warm, look out for each other. That